Hello, this is the immediate follow-up to a video in which I do this exam paper, which is the 2023 Paper 2 Higher uh, Edexcel GCSE Maths Paper. So if you've not seen that video, I would suggest going and watching that because I'm not going to be adding that much context to this one. But in this video, I'm going to be marking my answers to this paper and seeing what I got. So the paper is out of 80 marks. I know for a fact already that I won't have got full marks. So I'm going to go through this spreadsheet, fill out how many marks I get from each question. If there is a bit of a questionable, oh, is it this, is it that, then I will be, oh, did not mean to do that. If there's a bit of a questionable one, do I get the mark, do I not get the mark? I'll be adding that to this entry here, possible. And then I'll be sort of giving a worst case scenario for what maybe if we had the strictest marker, what my mark would have been. So anyway, without further ado, we will get into marking the paper. So question 1 was to expand and 1A was to expand and simplify this. I said 13y minus 1, and the answer is 13y minus 1. Excellent. And was it 1 mark? It was 2 marks, and it was just for a method to expand, and then the correct answer. Factorize fully 6x squared plus 15x. I got 3x brackets 2x plus 5. That was correct, and it was a 1 mark. That was 2 marks, but both marks were just for getting that correct answer. And then make G the subject here, and I said f minus 11 equals 3. Sorry, f minus 11 divided by 3, and that's G equals. And yeah, first step to just do the steps to rearrange, which I did do, and then so yeah, it's gonna be full marks question 1, which is 6. Okay, we'll move on. Question 2 was just looking at a percentage profit made, and so this is the method I used here. The answer was 35%. Ingoings and outgoings I calculated here and here. Found profit, which was 105. Where is 105? 105, yep. And then percentage profit, just yeah, quite simply there. So that's going to be 4 marks. Is that all question 2? Yeah, 4 marks from question 2. Question 3, I was talking about compound interest. Using these parameters, I said 48, 11, 20, and the answer 48, 11, 20. And yeah, it shows the formula I used there, so that'll be the 2 marks. 4 marks for that one, and 2 marks question 3. Question 4, 5x minus 14 equals 52 minus x. Just solve for x. I got x equals 11, and yes, x equals 11. So 3 marks because I did obviously follow the standard rearrangement strategy. Question 5 is about change in ratios, and I ended up with a £21 change, and that is correct, yes. So work correctly with the initial ratio. I found 270 as the total. Yep. Find one new part in the new ratio. Make the change. Oh, that's an important complete process to find values for it. So I obviously I partially mention that each unit is now a tenth. So I'm not sure I deserve this mark. One part of a new ratio. I definitely do the first bit, get the correct answer, do the difference. But I'm really not sure that I get that middle mark. So I'm going to say that is 3 marks out of 4 in that question. The bearing of port B from port A is 147. Work out the port A is port B, and I got 327. That is the correct answer. Suitable diagram, and I did draw a diagram for this question. Which I would say perfectly suitable, given that it got me to the correct answer of 327. So yeah, that'll be 2 out of 2 for question 6. Question 7, the diagram shows an empty tank in the shape of a cylinder, and it's sort of, here's a cylinder, water's flowing in, how long would it take to complete the tank, to fill the tank? Nearest minute, I said 65, and the answer, 65. Find the volume of the container.
convert between centimeters cubed and liters, or the other way around, obviously. And then time taken. So I've done all that, and then I got the answer, 65. It says answer in the range 64.6 to 65. Doesn't it say nearest minute? So how? Yeah, I'm not exactly sure, to be honest, but I did it and got the final answer, so it's 4 marks. Question number 8. A number x is written to two significant figures. The result is 1.9. Find the error interval. I said x is smaller, so greater than or equal to 1.85 and smaller than 1.95. And yeah, there we go. Just marks for each one. So yeah, 2 marks there. Expand and simplify these 3 brackets. I said x cubed plus 8x squared plus x minus 42. And yeah, exactly. So product of 2 linear expressions. That's what I did there. And then doing it again and then simplifying the terms. Yeah, so I don't see any reason why that wouldn't be full marks there. Question 10 is about probability trees. There's some working out here, and there's a diagram as well that I will pull up. This one. Let's look at the mark scheme. So 0.13, I'm assuming that, yeah, so this is sort of going top to bottom and then left to right. 0.13, 0.94, 0.06, 0.73, 0.27. So there we go. So that's 2 marks for all values correctly placed for part A. Oh, okay. Allow values that are truncated or rounding as long as the intention is clear. And I said 0.96 to 2 significant figures. So yeah, there you go. Allow values. So that's 3 marks from part B. Was that how many marks it was? Yeah, 3. So that's 5 marks in total. Question 11. DABC. DABC. For all correct, 2 marks. Is that just double check? Yep. 6.4. This is question. Let's have a question first. Don't get ahead of myself. 12, and I'm looking for the distance between M and N using sort of a bit of Pythagoras, basically. And I got 6.4. And the answer was 6.4, and it was basically just finding the midpoint coordinates of both. And then using Pythagoras, I did all of that and got 6.4. So that is the 3 marks. Yeah. Okay, question 13. Proven algebraically that this recurrent decimal can be written as this fraction. And this is a proof, so it's going to have to just check what the steps are supposed to be. So 10x equals this, or 100x equals this, or 1000x equals this. And I did say 1000x equals 72 point whatever. Method using 2 recurring decimals that leads to a terminating decimal difference. And yeah, that's exactly what I did there to get 72.3. Like that. And then completing the algebra to 241 over 3,330. Yeah, so I don't see any reason why that wouldn't be 3 marks there for question 13. Question 14, about proportionality. Don't know why I struggle to say the word proportionality that much, but there we go. So that's working out. Got that it's y is equal to 0.48 when w equals 2, and that is the correct answer. Set an equation with the constants, which is what I did in both cases. Substituting values, I did that as well. Combining the 2 equations. Where do I do that? I do it. Yes, once I found x as this, I then sub into that. Yeah, perfectly fine. Substitution into the formula. Yeah, do it there, and then get the answer, 0.48. So however many marks that is, 5. Yeah. Question 15. An incomplete histogram and an incomplete table. Let's have a look. I did draw the histogram. Let me. Question 15b. So sorry, 15a is doing the table. Let me just. 15a, 3 correctly placed in the first row. Yeah, you can see that the frequency table looked like this, and I've put 3 there. I've also added the frequency density thing because for the second bit. Correct bars, heights of 4.5 and 1.4. Where was that image? 4.5, yep, and 1.4. Yes, okay. That's just like an alternate mark there. And then 18.5. I did in fact get that for finding the area of at least 2 bars. I did do that. I gave it 3 bars. And then this is for a second histogram that you're given here. You got to find the areas of this one, and this one. 4, yep, 8, yes, and 16. And then doing some maths about what? Well, 43 plus 1 divided by 2 is 22. And this off. Okay, so I didn't actually explicitly state how you would calculate the position of the median amongst the data set. I just sort of stated it. And so, yeah, I've lost that mark there because I didn't do this left-hand side. And then to get the correct answer, so that's going to be whatever the total for 15 is, subtract 1. So 5. Okay. Work out an estimate for the median. Oh, sorry, this is still question 15, isn't it? Question 16. A, B, C, D is a trapezium. All these sort of dimensions given here. Calculate the area of this triangle here. And I got 56 centimeters squared. Yeah, that's exactly the answer there. So for using the sine rule, which I did use, didn't I? 7.9 over 42. So 12. Yes. Yeah, I didn't write it in that exact form. I did use the same equation though. 79 over sine 112 equals. So 79 over sine 42 is equal to. Yeah, okay, did that. To find BD, yeah, got 10.9. Yeah. For the area, half AB sine C. Yep. And then used BD, obviously. Answer in the range 56, 56.1. So yeah, that is for question 16, all 4 marks. This is where it starts to go wrong, if I recall correctly. Show the equation has a solution between 1 and 2, and I basically just calculated the values at 1 and 2, showed that one was negative, one was positive, so that in between there you have to have a 0. Let's have a look at what the sort of mark scheme says. One root, substitute them both in. Did that to get minus 3 and 6. Evaluates, there's a sign change. Yeah, I did that. I said, in between negative and positive, there has to be a 0. So I'd say that's full marks for pi. A rearrangement to find this from this. Yeah, I mean, I did it. So and I followed all the rules. Subtract 6 from both sides. Factorize it. Yep. And then divide it both sides. Yeah, okay. So I've done that. So that's the 1 mark there. And then this is where it goes wrong. So I didn't actually end up. I missed the instruction to only use it twice to find an estimate. I didn't do that. So there's definitely a mark lost there at least. For x1 is 1.462. Yep. And for x2. Yeah. So I got the first 2 marks. Did not do this. So 2 out of 3 for that one. So I've lost 1 mark over question 17. So that is 5 marks there. Question 18 is a vector proof, which I feel as though, as you can see, quite a long proof. Let's try our best to get this done quickly. So EH, EH equals, so did I say, oh my God, there are so many possibilities. So did I at any point mention EH? I said that HE is equal to, I said that HE is equal to the opposite of that. Oh yeah, so minus A plus B, yep. Or HG or GH, did I say HG or GH anywhere? 2A minus C plus A. Oh, hang on. Oh, no, minus C minus A. GH is minus C. So I got that mark. So BC or CB, a definition of either of those. Did I define that anywhere? Did I? I don't know. Did I not mark it anywhere? I surely did, didn't I? Yeah, here we go. Oh, I just did AF. You have to find BC to get the mark? Or CB? Because I did, so I'd do it there. But you have to show that 100% to get the mark. I don't understand why, because I just went straight to AF. Why do I need to know BC? Did I not write CB somewhere? AF is equal to AB plus AC. AF is equal to AB plus AC divided by 2. I sort of skipped. Hang on, did I not? I didn't define it, did I? AB, where's AB? 2B. And AC, I said, is 2A plus 2C. Okay, so I didn't work that out, so I've lost that mark. I feel that's very arbitrary, because I feel that the proof is complete without that logical step, to be honest. So there we go. I suppose I didn't get that mark. Is it only 3 marks to question? No, it's 4, and I've lost one of them. Excellent. EF or FE or FG or GF, any of those. FG is equal to minus B plus A. FG is equal to minus B. Yeah, got that. Completing the proof, showing that EH equals FG or HG equals EF. Yeah, I ended up showing the negative, and so the parallel, which is an equivalent thing to show the parallel. Perfectly fine. So that's very arbitrary, I think, but yeah, there we go. 3 out of 4. And actually, weirdly, no sort of argument marks so far where I feel as though, ooh, I actually might put +1 for an argument, but that's not worst case scenario, is it? So the worst case is still just I got what I've written down so far. Question 19. It's about these composite functions, and I got 17, and I got this expression. So 17, x plus 1 over 2. Let's just check the process. GF is this, or GF is this, or 2. I did it in 2 steps. Substitution may be seen in 2 steps, and I did it in 2 steps. That's fine. Suitable first step, adds 1 to both sides, is what I did. Yep, and then rearranged. So yeah, I don't see any reason why there's not. Is that 4 marks in total for that question? Yeah. Perfect. And then 20, this was the hellish one, whereas there's all of this mark in here. I ended up getting this, which is in the form requested. Let's see, 20. 6x plus 37 over 6x plus 42. I made a mistake because I multiplied the top by 2. I didn't multiply the bottom by 2. So there we go. Factorizing to get the numerator, x plus 4 to x plus 14. What? Oh yeah, up here somewhere. I really don't have any. I've got a lot of empathy right now if people have to mark exams, because that'd be in handwriting that's harder to read than this somehow. X plus 4 to x plus 3. X plus 4 to x 14 to x times 14. Did I ever do that at any point? I don't think I did. Or 2x4 x minus 7. Where is x minus 7 going? I guess you can factorize that out, can't you? Or 2x plus 8 x minus 7. And I didn't do that anywhere else. Okay. Because the thing is, I know that I'm 1 off, right? I know that I'm 1 step off of just multiplying this by, when I multiply the numerator here by 2, multiplying the denominator by 2 as well, I should have done. 2 correct. Process to work with the division this. Do I ever end up with that quadratic? I don't. Amazing. EG multiplies by... Oh, hang on. Do I actually, to find a common denominator? 2 correct fractions with common denominator. So is, when I multiplied to get this common denominator of 2x14, 3x21, that doesn't get you this, does it actually? So that's... For process to work with the division, e.g., so to work with the division, what I did was I took it to a reciprocal and multiplied. So that, I would say that is a process to work with that division. I will say that there is an arguable, oh, you didn't do that, so -1 there. Two correct fractions with a common denominator. I did find a common denominator somewhere in here. Yes, 3x minus 21. Da, da, da. I left it in the brackets though. The common denominator being 6x minus 7. There's clearly such a simple way to do this, but it's EG. So it's two correct fractions with common denominator. I know they're correct because I get to the correct answer off by a factor of 2. So up to the point where I multiply by 2, I'm correct, right? So yes, I've got this mark, and this mark, factorizing to get the numerator. And that's EG as well, actually. Did I factorize to get the numerator? I'm not. Can you? I don't know. Because the working out I've done is too complicated. I do end up factorizing together. Where are we here? Divided by. I don't think I do this, to be honest. Definitely did this one. Definitely did this one. A equals 6, B equals 37. Did not get that one because I ended up making that mistake at the end. I would say 2 out of 4. Did I factorize to get because the working out is so complicated that it's just factorizing to get the numerator. Probably not, to be honest. Uh, 2x plus 3. No. Okay, 2 marks, and there's an arguable loss of 1, depending on how you look at. Yeah. And then the last question. I did get 98, so that was in the mark scheme. The collection of medals in a Venn diagram, algebraically. Total number of gold, 6x minus 3. Yep. Forming the equation. Yep. I did it in the same one, but I'll say it's another loss there because I didn't necessarily explicitly state that, but it is. No, I'm being too kind on myself there. It's not an arguable loss. That is, I lost that mark and I formed that equation. So I did do this one, but I didn't do that one explicitly. Correct substitution of the value into all expressions because I then sub in x is 6. I subbed this around and then, but I didn't. Did I actually explicitly substitute it like this? Because like, do you need to write 13 times 6 plus 20? I think you do, to be honest. So I think 2 marks out of 4 for that one as well. Okay. So 72 out of 80. And worst case scenario would be 71 out of 80. So I will sort of ignore the rest of this now. This was my paper 1. I got 75 out of 80 with a possible loss of minus 3 for a worst case scenario of 72. So this is sort of the second. I'm doing 2 videos for each paper, obviously, but there'll be 2 further videos where I do paper 3 from the same year, and we see what I would have gotten overall, and therefore what GCSE grade I would have got with this performance. But that'll do it for this video, and I will see you in the next one.